You witnessed a murder, but you didn't know that the killer is your obsessive boyfriend. You entered the cafe excitedly to grab your boyfriend's favorite coffee, who must be waiting for you at your flat. Without noticing anything, you approached the counter, but there was no one. Hearing shuffling behind you, turn around. What you saw snatched your breath, and you stepped back as fear crept up your body. A man wearing apron was standing at the entrance. Maybe he was the cafe owner, but there was a dagger stuck at the left side of his stomach. Help me, please. He was barely audible. Before you could take a step towards him, another man came inside. His face was covered, and his entire eye was black. You gasped when he pushed the cafe owner on the floor. You looked at the man on the floor and then at him, who was now shutting the door. Breathing heavily, you reached for your phone for help. Your hands were trembling badly. It took you time to take out your phone. Before you could dial any number, it was snatched from your hands, earning a shrill scream from you. He was standing so close to you that you stopped breathing. He looked at you with a tilted head, and you were crying silently. Man, someone help. He turned towards the man and ate the distance with predatory steps. He sat near him and pulled back the dagger mercilessly. You put your hand at your mouth when that man screamed. With tears streaming out, you looked around hysterically for some help. Holding a vase, you walked to him. His back was facing you. Mustering all your courage, you hit him at his head. He was jerked a little, but not even a single hiss came out of his mouth. With trembling jelly like legs, you tried to run past him and fell down when someone held your ankle. No, leave me, let me go, please. You cried for your life, and to your shock, he left you. Without thinking twice, you got up and ran for your life while crying like a mad woman. There were very few people around, and you ran hysterically. You turned around to see if he is coming behind and bumped into someone. Before you would fall down, he held you carefully. No, don't kill me, please. Jan, what happened? This is me. Looking at him, you cried even more. Jimin, that man, he killed. You stuttered in between your cries and slipped in his arms. He picked you up in a bridal style and left that place without looking back. You woke up in your flat and you were crying in Jimin's embrace. It's all right, Jan, you are safe now. He will come here, he will kill me too. Stop crying, I will not let anyone hurt you. He wiped your tears and kissed your forehead. Doorbell rang and you hugged him more tightly. He is here, he will kill me. Calm down, let me check. No, don't go, please. Cupping your face in his hands, he whispered, trust me, you are safe. Then he opened the door and Taehyung came in, looking concerned for you. Yanni? Hearing his voice, you ran to him and jumped in his arms, wrapping your legs around his torso. Ta, where were you? I am sorry I am late, but I am here now with you. I saw someone. He cut off your words, placing his finger at your trembling lips. Jimin told me, relax, Yan, and try to forget all that. We should report to the police. And that injured man? What about him? Jimin, it's dangerous. Let's just be quiet. No, no. How could we just let it go? Ta, we are letting it go. Now eat something and try to sleep. But Taehyung, we should help. We are not doing anything. And that is the end of discussion. His voice was orderly. He sat down on the bell, still holding you in his arms. Jimin, get something for her to eat. Jimin left, and Taehyung looked at your pouty face. I hate you. Hate me all you want, but still you will do what I am saying. You kept still, since you knew how stubborn he is for you. That night, Taehyung cuddled with you all night. You were in Taehyung's and Jimin's home. Your mind was still stuck in that incident. But Taehyung always scolded you for thinking too much. Last night also, you both had an argument that turned into a hot makeout session. You opened your eyes in Taehyung's arms, wearing his shirt. You smiled, remembering last night's moments. You went to take shower. After getting freshened up, you came out and tried to wake him up. After taking too many warnings from you, he finally went for getting ready. Just like that, your gaze fell at a black leather jacket that was carelessly thrown on the couch. Something clicked in your mind. You picked up the jacket and something fell down out of it on the floor. That was a phone. You grabbed it and that was your phone. How is it here? I remember that killer took it. Then how? With fear in your eyes, you looked at the closed bathroom door. All scenes from that night were still fresh in your mind. You gulped and moved to his closest closet, opening every drawer. You were praying that you never see what you were finding. With a clicking sound, the door opened. You jolted at your place, not ready to look back. What are you doing, baby? You turned to him and felt the air stuck in your lungs. Nothing. He keenly observed you, narrowing his eyes, and walked to you with steady steps. Really? You stumbled back, craning your neck to glare back at him. Yes. Then why you seem like you are caught, red-handed? Your mouth went dry. You felt like he can see through your soul. What do you mean? You look like you know who killed that cafe owner. Fear was engulfing you, making it difficult for you to breathe. Did you? Words came out as a whisper, and the corner of his lips tugged up. Is it scaring you? He was just an inch away. His dark aura was that threatening. You cannot do this. Should I repeat that to make you believe? Tears slipped through your eyes at his cruel words. He looked so different, unknown, stranger. You're lying. You cannot do this. You yelled at him, denying whatever he was saying. Then why the hell you looked for it? His voice was ear-piercing while he slammed the closet beside you, making you flinch due to fear. Was he angry at what you just discovered? Your vision became blurry and throat closed up because of tears. You wanted to breathe, that was difficult in his presence. You felt suffocated with him and made a run to the door. Hey Jan, breakfast is. But he stopped when he saw your disheveled state. Are you okay? He held you with your arms and you were breathing heavily. Taehyung. Taehyung also came out with bloodshot eyes. Looking him, you hid yourself in Jimin's arms, being all scared. What's happening here? She knows what she shouldn't know. What do you mean? I was the showman of that night in the cafe. She just found out. Jimin gave you a concerned look, but you have more. The reality that Jimin was also involved in all this made you feel more betrayed. You stepped back. How could you people? Jimin grasped your hands, not letting you go. This is not like this. Listen, please. Let me go. I will not tell anyone. Please don't kill me. Do you really think we can hurt you? Don't say that, Jan. You were still struggling to get out of his hold. I want to go. Please let. Next words were lost when Taehyung turned you to himself, pressing your fragile soft body against his. Say it again, and I will make you regret it. Say one more time. His roar stopped your beating heart. For God's sake, Taehyung, you are scaring her. Shut up. He pressed him up, past him again and then again, focused at your shaking body. You wanna leave? You wanna leave me? Your eyes were watery, and Jin quivered at his ruthless aura. Don't you know what you are for me? My possession, my obsession, mine, only mine. You closed your eyes, not able to see this mechanic. Open your eyes, look at me when I am talking to you. Jan, it's hurting, please. His grip was tight, piercing in your soft flesh. You will stay here. Try to walk out, and I will burn the whole world. And you know I will do that. You were sure about his obsession for you, but you never want to live with a criminal. To be continued.